My beloved child, I know the tears you hide. I know the battles you fight in silence. I see the nights when sleep escapes you because your heart is heavy with questions. You have asked me, why does this hurt so much? Why must I carry this burden? Why does it feel like everything is falling apart? And today I need you to hear my voice clearly. This pain is not here to destroy you. This pain is preparing you. What you are walking through right now is not punishment. It is preparation. The pressure you feel is shaping something inside of you that comfort never could. Gold is refined by fire. A seed must break before it grows. And sometimes, a heart must be stretched through pain before it can carry the blessings I have prepared. I know it does not make sense right now. You wanted quick answers. You prayed for immediate relief. You hoped for doors to open instantly, but instead you found delays, closed doors, disappointment, loneliness, and perhaps you wondered if I had forgotten you. But my child, I have not forgotten you, not for 1 second. Even in your darkest moment, I am with you. Even when you cannot feel my presence, my hand is still holding yours. I am doing deep work in places no human eye can see. I am strengthening your faith. I'm building your endurance. I am teaching your spirit to trust me beyond what your eyes can understand. You see pain as an ending, but I see it as a beginning. What feels like breaking is often my way of rebuilding. Sometimes I must remove what is comfortable so that you can step into what is necessary. Sometimes I allow seasons of waiting because your character must grow before your calling can be carried. If I gave you everything you asked for before you were ready, it would crush you instead of bless you. So trust my timing. I know exactly what I'm doing. The betrayal you experienced is teaching discernment. The rejection you faced is redirecting your steps. The loss you mourn is creating room for something greater. The silence you fear is where your roots are growing deeper. Nothing you have suffered is wasted in my hands. Every tear you cried, I have counted. Every prayer whispered through trembling lips, I have heard. Every moment you thought you were alone, I was right there beside you. The pain you feel today is shaping the strength you will need tomorrow. One day you will look back and understand. You will see that what almost broke you became the very thing that built you. You will realize that the season you begged me to end was the season that transformed you. The pain taught you to pray deeper. The waiting taught you patience. The uncertainty taught you faith. And the struggle taught you dependence on me. Do not despise this season. Do not curse the process. There is purpose in this pain. You may not see the full picture now, but I am weaving every broken thread into something beautiful. I am preparing you for greater responsibility. I am preparing you for greater wisdom. I am preparing you for blessings that require strength, maturity, and faith. The very thing that hurts today will become part of your testimony tomorrow. Others will hear your story and find hope. Others will see how I carried you and believe that I can carry them too. Your pain has purpose. Your scars will speak of my faithfulness. And when the time is right, I will reveal why this had to happen. Until then, trust me. Keep walking. Keep praying. Keep believing. Do not let temporary pain convince you of permanent defeat. This storm will not last forever. Morning is coming. Healing is coming. Restoration is coming. Breakthrough is coming. I am not late. I am never late. I am preparing everything with perfect precision. While you wait, let this pain draw you closer to me. Let it refine your heart. Let it strengthen your spirit. Let it teach you surrender. Because when the season changes, you will not just receive the blessing. You will be ready for it. And when that day comes, you will understand why I asked you to endure. You will see that every tear had meaning. Every struggle had purpose. Every painful chapter was preparing you for the story I was writing. So hold on, my child. Do not give up now. You are closer than you think. The pain is not the end. It is preparation for the promise. Trust me, I am working. I'm shaping. I am preparing you for something far greater than you can imagine. And when it arrives, you will know that everything you endured was worth it. This pain is preparing you. My child, I know there are moments when your strength feels gone, moments when you smile for others, but inside your heart is quietly asking, How much longer must I endure this? You have carried burdens no one else could see. You have fought battles in silence. You have cried tears that no one noticed. And there were times you felt forgotten, times when it seemed as though heaven was silent. You prayed, you waited, you hoped, yet nothing appeared to change. But hear me now. Silence does not mean absence. Just because you cannot hear my voice does not mean I am not speaking. Just because you cannot see my hand does not mean I am not moving. There are seasons when I work beneath the surface, like roots growing deep underground. The most important growth often happens where human eyes cannot see. You are growing in ways you do not yet understand. Your spirit is becoming stronger. Your faith is becoming deeper. Your heart is learning to depend on me in ways it never has before. This process is painful because transformation always is. The butterfly struggles before it flies. The tree withstands storms before it stands strong. The diamond is formed under pressure. And you, my child, are being shaped through every difficult moment. Do not measure your progress by what you can immediately see. Some of my greatest works happen slowly. Some miracles begin long before they become visible. What feels like delay is often divine construction. I am building something within you. A resilience that cannot be shaken. A wisdom that cannot be bought. A peace that circumstances cannot steal. You think you are simply surviving. But I tell you this, you are becoming. Becoming stronger. Becoming wiser. Becoming more aligned with the purpose I designed for your life. The enemy wants you to believe your pain is proof of defeat. He whispers that your suffering means I have abandoned you. He tells you that your brokenness disqualifies you. But those are lies. Your pain does not disqualify you. It is preparing you. The very place where you feel weakest is where my power will shine brightest. For when your own strength runs out, that is where my strength begins. I have not called you to carry this alone. Lay your burdens at my feet. Bring me your doubts. Bring me your fears. Bring me your questions. I am not intimidated by your pain. I am not disappointed by your weakness. I welcome your honesty. Come to me exactly as you are. Broken, tired, confused, wounded, and I will meet you there. I will strengthen what feels weak. I will heal what feels broken. I will restore what seems lost. You may not understand why this season had to happen. You may never fully understand every reason, but you do not need full understanding to walk in full trust. Faith is not knowing every answer. Faith is trusting the one who does. And I know the plans I have for you. Plans not to harm you, but to prosper you. Plans to give you hope. Plans to give you a future. The chapter you are in right now is not the whole story. Do not judge your future by your present pain. What you are experiencing now is temporary. It is a chapter, not the conclusion. I am still writing your story, and the pages ahead hold redemption. The pages ahead hold joy. The pages ahead hold blessings that will make sense of today's tears. One day, the very thing that caused your deepest pain will reveal your greatest testimony. You will speak of how I carried you. You will tell others how I sustained you. You will share how what seemed impossible became possible through my power. And through your story, others will find hope. Others will find courage. Others will believe again. Nothing is wasted in my hands. Not your tears. Not your failures. Not your disappointments. Not even your deepest heartbreak. I redeem all things. I turn ashes into beauty. I turn mourning into dancing. I turn pain into purpose. So hold on a little longer. The breaking is making room. The waiting is preparing you. The struggle is strengthening you. And the pain is shaping you for what comes next. What I have prepared for you is worth every moment of trust. Do not quit in the middle of your becoming. Do not walk away before the breakthrough. Do not lose heart because the process feels long. The promise is still coming. The healing is still coming. The answer is still coming. And when it arrives, you will stand amazed at how perfectly I was working all along. Until then, keep your eyes on me. When fear rises, trust me. When doubts whisper, trust me. When pain overwhelms, trust me. I have never failed you, and I never will. This pain is not your ending. It is the preparation for the life I have called you to live. You are being prepared for greater things. Stay faithful, stay prayerful, stay hopeful, because what is coming is greater than what has been. And when the time is right, you will see that every painful step was leading you exactly where you needed to be. I am preparing you, my child. Trust the process. Trust my timing. Trust me. My precious child, there are days when the weight feels unbearable, days when your heart grows tired of hoping, days when you wonder if anyone truly understands the ache you carry. I understand. I see the silent tears that fall when no one is around. I hear the prayers you can barely whisper because pain has stolen your words. I know the exhaustion that settles deep within your soul. And still I tell you, do not lose heart. What feels heavy now will not remain forever. The season of pain has an expiration date. The night may feel long, but morning is already on its way. You cannot see it yet, but the light is breaking through. Even now, while you wrestle with uncertainty, I am arranging what your eyes cannot yet perceive. I am opening doors you cannot yet see. I am aligning people, opportunities, and moments for the perfect time. Nothing is random. Nothing is accidental. Every delay has purpose. Every setback carries instruction. Every disappointment is part of a greater design. You often ask why I allow hardship, why I permit tears, why I do not remove every obstacle immediately. It is because there are lessons that comfort cannot teach. There are truths you can only discover in the valley. There is strength that can only be developed through resistance. The mountain is beautiful, but the valley is where roots grow deepest. And right now, I am deepening your roots. I am anchoring your faith so that when blessings come, you will stand firm. Because what I am bringing into your life requires preparation. The blessing is not just about receiving. It is about sustaining. It is about becoming the person who can carry what I am giving. Without preparation, blessings can become burdens. Without maturity, opportunities can become distractions. Without spiritual strength, success can become a stumbling block. That is why I prepare you first. That is why I refine you. That is why I allow the fire. The fire is not to consume you. It is to purify you. It is burning away fear, burning away pride, burning away every false dependence that keeps you from fully trusting me. And what remains will be stronger, purer, and more aligned with my purpose. Do not resent the fire. It is making you ready. I know there are moments when you compare your journey to others. You see their breakthroughs, their joy, their answered prayers, and you wonder why your season feels harder. But my child, do not compare paths. I am writing a unique story through your life. What I am building in you is different. The timing I have chosen for you is intentional. Your process is not delayed. It is designed. I am not rushing because I care too much to release blessings before their appointed time. Trust my pace. Trust my wisdom. Trust that what I withhold today is only because I am preparing something better tomorrow. The waiting is not wasted. The tears are not unnoticed. The pain is not pointless. There is purpose hidden in every moment. There is growth hidden in every struggle. There is glory hidden in every hardship. And one day when you stand on the other side of this season, you will see clearly what you cannot understand now. You will look back and thank me for the closed doors. You will thank me for the delays. You will thank me for the prayers that were not answered the way you expected, because you will realize those moments protected you, directed you, prepared you. The pain you feel now is carving out space for greater joy. The emptiness you feel now is making room for greater fullness. The breaking you feel now is making way for greater restoration. What seems like loss is often divine repositioning. I am moving things you cannot move, removing what no longer serves my purpose, clearing paths you cannot clear on your own. Trust what I am doing, even when it hurts, even when it is confusing. even when it stretches your faith beyond what feels comfortable. This stretching is not punishment. It is preparation. A greater capacity is being formed within you. A stronger spirit is rising within you. A deeper trust is being birthed within you. And soon what once felt impossible will become your testimony. You will smile again. You will laugh again. You will feel peace again. You will stand in the very place you once thought you would never reach. And when that day comes, you will know it was my hand that carried you. You will know it was my grace that sustained you. You will know it was my love that never let go. Until that day, keep walking with me. Take one step at a time. You do not need to have every answer. You only need to trust the one who does. Lean on me when your strength is gone. Rest in me when your soul is weary. Call on me when fear tries to overwhelm you. I am near. I am always near. Closer than your next breath. Stronger than your greatest fear. Faithful beyond your deepest doubt. This chapter will end. This pain will pass. This trial will not define you. It will refine you. And what emerges from this season will be stronger than what entered it. You are not being buried. You are being planted. And what is planted in surrender will rise in power. So be still, my child. Trust my hands. Trust my heart. Trust my plan. For this pain is not here to destroy you. It is preparing you for the beautiful future I have already prepared. And when the appointed time arrives, you will rise with a strength you never knew you possessed. You will shine with a faith that has been tested and proven. You will walk in a purpose that pain itself helped reveal. This pain is preparing you for your becoming, and your becoming will reveal my glory. My beloved child, I know there are moments when your faith feels fragile. Moments when the pain becomes so intense that your heart begins to question everything. You wonder if the promises I spoke over your life still remain. You wonder if the dreams placed within your spirit were ever real. You wonder if perhaps you misunderstood my voice. But listen carefully. What I promised I have not forgotten. What I began in you I will complete. The enemy may try to convince you that this pain is proof that my promises have failed. He wants your suffering to become the lens through which you view your future. He wants your temporary struggle to define your eternal purpose. Do not believe him. Pain is not proof of abandonment. Delay is not denial. Silence is not rejection. I am still the same faithful God. The same God who made a way through the sea. The same God who raised dry bones to life. The same God who turned graves into places of resurrection. And I am still working in your life. Even now, even here, even in this moment that feels uncertain, you may feel as though you are standing in ruins. Like everything you built has fallen apart. Like the life you imagined has crumbled before your eyes. But my child, sometimes I allow what was built on unstable ground to fall so that I can rebuild on a stronger foundation. What breaks apart in your hands often makes room for what I am building with mine. Do not cling to what I am asking you to release. Some things must end so greater things can begin. Some chapters must close so a new story can unfold. I know letting go hurts. I know surrender feels frightening. But trust this. I never remove something without purpose. If I close a door, it is because I see what lies behind it. If I lead you through loss, it is because I am leading you toward greater gain. If I allow the pruning, it is because greater fruit is coming. You cannot always understand my methods, but you can trust my heart. My plans for you have not changed because of this pain. If anything, this pain is positioning you closer to the purpose I prepared from the beginning. There is strength being forged in your weakness. There is clarity being born through your confusion. There is wisdom rising through every difficult lesson. You are not the same person you were before this trial began. You have been changed. You have grown. You have become more aware of what truly matters. Things that once seemed important have faded. Things you once depended on have been stripped away. And in the empty spaces, you are discovering me more deeply. That is not loss. That is transformation. I am teaching you to find your identity in me alone. Not in success. Not in relationships. Not in approval. Not in circumstances. But in my unchanging love. When everything else shakes, I remain. When people fail you, I remain. When plans collapse, I remain. When strength fades, I remain. And because I remain, you can stand. Your stability does not come from perfect circumstances. It comes from my presence. The storm may rage around you, but my peace can still reign within you. This is what I am teaching you now. A peace that is not dependent on outcomes, a faith that does not crumble under pressure, a hope that remains alive even in darkness. These are treasures far greater than temporary comfort, and they are being formed within you right now. There will come a day when you step into what I have prepared, a day when prayers that once felt unanswered will suddenly make sense, a day when tears will be replaced with joy, a day when your heart will overflow with gratitude for the very season you once begged me to remove. You will understand then. You will see how every painful delay protected you, how every difficult season strengthened you, how every unanswered prayer redirected you, and you will realize that my timing was never against you. It was always working for you. Until that day comes, do not rush the process. Do not seek shortcuts around what I am trying to teach you. Growth that lasts takes time. Faith that endures is developed through testing. Character that can sustain blessing is formed through perseverance. I am not merely preparing your circumstances. I am preparing you, because the person you are becoming matters just as much as the blessing you are waiting for. Perhaps even more. So remain faithful in this hidden season. Continue to pray even when answers feel distant. Continue to worship even when your heart feels heavy. Continue to trust even when the path ahead is unclear. Every act of faith matters. Every moment of obedience matters. Every quiet surrender matters. I see it all. Nothing is unnoticed. Nothing is forgotten. Your faithfulness in private is preparing you for what will be revealed in public. The tears no one saw are watering seeds that will one day bloom. The prayers whispered in weakness are building victories you cannot yet imagine. The pain you carry today is writing a testimony that will echo far beyond your own life. You are being prepared to carry more, to love deeper, to lead stronger, to trust greater. And when the season changes, you will not merely survive. You will rise. You will walk forward with wisdom carved by pain, with compassion born through suffering, with faith strengthened by fire, and through your life others will see my faithfulness. So hold on, my child. Do not quit. Do not retreat. Do not surrender to despair. This chapter is difficult, but it is not final. The author is still writing, and the ending I have planned for you is beautiful. Trust me in the middle. Trust me in the waiting. Trust me in the pain. Because what I am preparing through this season is greater than anything you could imagine. This pain is preparing you for your promise, and your promise is closer than you think. My child, there is something you must understand about the seasons of pain you walk through. Pain often feels like an interruption. It feels like life has paused. It feels as though your dreams have been delayed while everyone else continues moving forward. But from my perspective, nothing has stopped. Nothing has been lost. Nothing has fallen outside of my control. Even in what feels like stillness, I am moving. Even in what feels like emptiness, I am filling. Even in what feels like waiting, I am working. You see a season of silence. I see a season of preparation. You see closed doors. I see divine protection. You see unanswered prayers. I see prayers being answered in ways greater than you asked. So many times my children mistake my protection for rejection. They mistake my delay for absence. They mistake my preparation for punishment. But my ways are higher than your ways. My understanding reaches beyond what your human eyes can perceive. If you could see what I see, you would not fear this season. If you could see the battles I have already fought on your behalf, you would rest. If you could see the doors I closed to protect you from pain you were never meant to carry, you would thank me. There are things I kept from you because they would have wounded you. There are paths I blocked because they would have led you away from your purpose. There are relationships I removed because they could not accompany you into the future I prepared. At the time it felt painful. It felt unfair. It felt confusing. But one day clarity will come, and you will understand that what hurt your heart was saving your soul. You are not being denied. You are being directed. You are not being forgotten. You are being formed. You are not being abandoned. You are being refined. The refining process is never easy. It requires surrender. It requires patience. It requires trust when every visible sign seems to suggest giving up. But this is where true faith is born. Faith is not proven when life is easy. Faith is revealed when circumstances become difficult and yet you continue to believe. Every time you choose trust over fear, you grow stronger. Every time you choose prayer over panic, your spirit grows deeper. Every time you choose hope over despair, you become more aligned with my heart. Do not underestimate the power of these quiet victories. The world may not notice them. Others may never see the battles you win within your soul. But heaven sees, and heaven rejoices. The greatest victories are often invisible before they become visible. The strongest transformations happen inside before they appear outside. What I am doing within you now is far more important than what is happening around you. I am teaching you endurance. I am shaping your discernment. I am strengthening your inner life so that external circumstances no longer control your peace. This kind of growth cannot happen through ease alone. It is developed through challenge. It is refined through resistance. It is forged through pain. Do not fear what this process is making of you. You are becoming exactly who you need to be. There is a version of you on the other side of this pain that is wiser, stronger, gentler, and closer to me than ever before. A version of you that no storm can easily shake. A version of you that walks with quiet confidence. A version of you that knows my faithfulness not as theory but as lived reality. That is what this season is producing. You may feel weak today, but weakness in my hands becomes strength. You may feel broken today, but brokenness in my hands becomes beauty.
You may feel uncertain today,
but uncertainty surrendered to me becomes trust. This is why I ask you to keep coming to me. Do not isolate yourself in your suffering. Do not carry your burdens alone. Bring me every fear. Bring me every question. Bring me every shattered expectation. I can handle your honesty. I'm not offended by your tears. I'm not frustrated by your questions. I'm a father who welcomes his child. Come to me. Rest in my presence. Let me carry what has become too heavy for your shoulders. You were never meant to bear this alone. And as you place your burdens in my hands, you will begin to feel my peace. Not because every problem disappears instantly, but because my presence changes everything. My peace does not depend on perfect circumstances. It depends on perfect trust. And trust is what this season is teaching you. Little by little, step by step, day by day. I am building within you a faith that cannot be shaken by disappointment, a hope that cannot be stolen by delay, a peace that cannot be destroyed by uncertainty. This is priceless. And soon, my child, you will begin to see the fruit of this process. What once felt barren will bloom. What once felt dead will awaken. What once seemed impossible will unfold before your eyes. The tears you cried in secret will water blessings you will one day hold openly. The pain you endured quietly will become strength you carry boldly. The waiting that tested your faith will become the testimony that inspires others. Nothing is wasted. Not one tear. Not one sleepless night. Not one moment of confusion. I gather every piece. I redeem every hurt. I transform every wound into purpose. This is what I do. I am the God who restores, the God who rebuilds, the God who turns darkness into dawn. So if your heart feels weary today, hear my voice once more. Do not give up. Do not stop believing. Do not let temporary pain steal eternal promise. The story is not over. The breakthrough is still ahead. The restoration is still coming. The joy is still being prepared. And when it arrives, you will understand why I asked you to trust me through the pain. You will see that every difficult step was leading you toward this moment. And with tears of gratitude, you will say, "Now I understand."
He was preparing me all along.
Until then, keep walking, keep trusting, keep believing, for I am with you, I am for you, and I am preparing you for something greater than your pain. This season will pass. but what it produces in you will last forever.